The whole world is telling you that AI is going to take your job. But what if I told you that AI is actually the easiest way to start a side hustle business that can replace your income in 2025 into the future? Even if you're a complete beginner, you have no tech skills, and you don't even know where to start. Look, I get it. You're probably sick and tired of hearing about AI this, AI that, while you're still struggling to pay off debt and give your family the life that they deserve. But here's what nobody is telling you. While everyone else is scared of AI, they're scared it's going to replace them. Smart people, strategic people are using AI every day to build businesses that can free them from the 9-to-5 grind forever. I used to be a high school teacher making barely enough to get by until I discovered the one business model that literally changed everything in my life. And so in this video, you're going to see three main things. First, why the old way of building an agency required years of learning, dozens of tools, and skills that most people, when working a full-time job, simply did not have the time for. Second, how AI has completely leveled the playing field, giving everyday people, probably like you, the ability to start and scale an online marketing business without all the years of experience. And third, the exact method that I like to call website arbitrage, an approach to landing clients that removes the friction and gets you in front of the right people easier than it's ever been before. I want you to think about all of the businesses in your town. After teaching this business model to about 20,000 plus people and generating millions of dollars in sales with my business partner, I can honestly tell you that this AI approach is perfect for working professionals, even truck drivers who want to build something real without sacrificing their family time. And I mentioned truck drivers because I've had a lot of them come across our coaching before. You know you're onto something when experts in the field start switching to your method. And that's why I want to bring up Lance, who was a web designer for years, but after trying this AI website arbitrage approach, he posted this, that he was completely hooked and couldn't believe how much easier it was to land clients using this. So if you remember the three main points of this video, I was going to discuss old agency versus new agency. The second big thing is leveling, how AI is leveling the playing field. And the third big thing is AI website arbitrage. I would like to make a very big point and say that maybe one day AI will fix the disastrous issues when it comes to recording videos, because I just went through 25 minutes of recording this exact same point and it didn't record. Shocker. All right, so old versus new. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of bring you down these branches. A marketing agencies, it has its foundations, it has its forever services, things that have been around for 20 years, maybe different ways of doing them, but essentially have been around for 20 years since Google's come onto the playground, Bing and Yahoo and all those things. So platforms change, but in the end, marketing is marketing, right? Get more leads and customers for businesses, for companies, for corporations. So we obviously have our websites. So the old way is outsourcing, and it's the biggest pain in the butt service to provide, is building a local business, a website. Because you and I both know, if you've ever built a website, you either have to do it for a living or you're going to outsource it to somebody who does it for a living. Most of the time, in order to have a big enough spread to make enough money, you're going to outsource it overseas. The biggest pain in the butt, I did it with an HVAC client. I think I charged them like $6,500 maybe. And it took months and months and back and forth and breakage, and this didn't work, and WordPress this, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. And I told you the story. If you watch any of my videos, lost this guy as a client because his website, I don't know what happened with WordPress, the login. I don't know if he didn't pay the bill. His website is gone. One of the ones I'm redoing with AI. Speaking of AI, using the right prompts, we can build amazing websites in 30 to 60 minutes. You just saw probably my pop-up ad. You know where to get this kind of stuff. All right. In my school group. SEO, you got to either spend 10, 15, 20,000, go to masterminds, learn the inside hacks of how to get businesses to rank, which we used to do, which I did back in the day. It was my first agency was an SEO agency, to learn how to properly do it. Where do I buy the links? How many links do I need? Gone are the days, even 15 years ago, where you used to spam links. You had to then it was like blog networks and link networks and things like that. Do you still need links? Yeah, they're still good. There's a proper way using AI with right prompts, site structure, site hierarchy, service areas, good content, and you could achieve great results. Yes, this is one of the things that will be going on this YouTube channel and also in more depth in my school community. If you want to get in for cheap, go ahead and go do it, or just go get GoHighLevel under me and you get everything for free. Facebook pay-per-click ad service, right? Old way, sit on YouTube, try to learn best ways to market locally, and then what images to use, what would the copy say, how do I know if it's going to work, am I going to blow my budget? I don't want to blow other people's budgets. I'm too scared to do this. And I'll show you an example of how granular we can get in a matter of minutes using AI With the right prompts, with a little bit of research of the market and meta ads transparency, we can find working ads and easily just take what's working, have AI rewrite it, give it the right prompt, hook, problem, solution, offer, done. Tell it what to do, how to do it. And these are all prompts that we'll be putting everywhere in my trainings. Branding. Old way, convince a client they need branding because of it takes a lot of time for them. And most businesses do not and will not have time to post every single day or think of what to do. So yeah, maybe they'll hire you or a content writer to post every day, but do you really want to do that? I wouldn't want to do it. I never put branding or posting or social media management in any of my packages when selling to local businesses. Heck to the no, because then I got to go hire somebody to do it, blah, blah, blah. Well, we don't need to convince clients. We could just add it to our arsenal, make it part of the package, and they don't need to do anything. And we could use AI to auto post great content for the niche, post out offers when they want to post offers out. We could set it up. We could schedule it out. We could use GoHighLevel to do this and use AI to write it and get literally 30 days, 60 days, 180 days, 360 days of content with the right prompts. The cool thing about this is we can use Claude, which I don't know if I've spoke about on this channel, to do all of the research. Or you can use ChatGPT. It doesn't really matter. They're all just getting so good. Database reactivation, message marketing. I want you to think like flash sales, Black Friday deals, offers. And so we're pushing this out to current clients, their lists. Compelling. And you need to send, I don't know, if you want to run a 7-day flash sale, you better know how to write emails. I'm on a lot of lists of marketers, and it shocks me how they still send emails that are like 3 lines long. And you start to see these marketers dropping down those leaderboards. You start to see they're now trying to find something new to do because they just didn't put the time and energy into utilizing AI to make them stronger marketers. So we don't need to be a copywriter. We simply tell AI to write this all for us, making sure we tell it what the offer is in the prompt, how many days the sale goes for example. So if we could tell AI, I want you to write compelling emails for a 7-day offer that expires on July 22nd at 6 p.m. I want an email to go out for 7 days every 24 hours. Can you give me the timestamps of when I should send them? Give me the emails, and you literally copy paste it. Now, do you have to edit it? Of course. I'm not saying you don't have to go in there and edit a little bit, but I will tell you, you will get good at writing prompts, or you will get good at using AI to write your prompts for these things. What is a prompt? It's an instruction of what you want it to do. That is simple, best way to put it. All right. Again, I'm trying to keep this 5th grade level here. Database reactivation reviews, another service, right? Collect the list, send out emails, texts, asking them for reviews. I still do. Thousands, if not tens of thousands of people have used my snapshot that was first shown on YouTube 3 years ago on the stars. If they choose 1, 2, 3 stars, they go one way. If they choose 4 or 5, they go to Google. It's clunky, needed to be updated all the time. Then I have to go and update it. Matter of fact, right now, as we speak, it's broken. And I haven't fixed it yet because I have a video that's about to post to show people a better way to do this using AI. It makes the process easier for clients to get results and makes them look great when doing it. All right. So this is a simplified version of what a old school marketing agency is and how we can use AI. I don't want to say theory because I'm doing it, but in theory and the overlook of this and how we can add it to that. We can add AI to these services. Okay. Let me just show you really quick. Level playing field. But first, a word from our sponsor, me, myself, and I. Look, I always get these kind of questions. James, where could I get everything you're talking about in your videos? So I want to introduce you to AI Agency Arbitrage School community. In this community, we have weekly Q&A calls that are starting up really soon, and I'm building out all of the pillars, all of the trainings, all of the scripts, all of the templates, and everything that you need to do in order to attach AI to a marketing agency. And in this group, I will unequivocally tell you that going down the AI rabbit hole is one of the most frustrating things you could ever do. Wishing that things could just be push button here and result there. But the reality is, go out and try learning things like N8N or things like Make. All these complicated, ridiculous types of tools that really you do not need in local businesses. The ones you're after does not need. We could accomplish and offer great services with simple AI tools like the ones I talk about in my YouTube videos. So if you want all of this stuff, the link will be in the description and also in the pinned comment. You'll come to a page like this. It might not look exactly like this. And what I want you to do is scroll to the bottom and make sure that you read the description and on this about page, because you can get everything that some people pay for free just by joining GoHighLevel under my affiliate link. And as I do more videos about AI and building an agency, the price of this will go up, but the offer to getting it all for free will always remain the same. Let's get back to the video. So So I used a prompt that I just came up with. I told ChatGPT, I think I'm even using the wrong model. You're a world-class copywriter who specializes in pay-per-click advertising for local businesses in local areas. I'm giving you a very simple understanding of how AI is leveraging the playing field. Maybe you've never run a pay-per-click ad. You don't know how to write it. You don't know what to do. I'm treating the AI, ChatGPT, as if it needs to teach me how to do it. All right. Essentially, you could pause this video and read this. I'm giving 3 examples of current HVAC ads that are running now. They've been running for a long time. I basically uploaded this. This is other companies, this and this. These are other companies. And I said, I want you to basically look at this and I want you to be better than what these are. All right. Again, pause and read it. Higher CTR, lower CPC. It basically goes through these examples and tears it down. Headline pushes $69 AC seasonal tune-up, but then it gets broad. It says expert AC repair and installation services. Well, like it's confused. We're pushing this, but then it talks about this. So it kind of falls in line with a plumber. So it's losing the tangibility of it, right? The inclusion of these 2 words, which may dilute HVAC relevance. If somebody's looking for an HVAC company, they're basically merging 2 services into one ad, which is going to bring the wrong intent, which is going to create the wrong clicks. All right. Does that make sense? It's going to show it basically to the wrong people that are not searching for it. There's no urgency, no locality in the headline, and no credibility or proof. Example 2 is a good one. This wasn't on purpose to pull like a good one compared to a bad one. A limited time offer expires. It gives a date. Act now. New AC all season. $0 down. New AC for $0 down. 0% interest for 36 months. Limited time. Here's your trust factor. Expert, honest, open 24 hours. I mean, this is a really good ad. Really good headline. It gives you the offer, financial hook, trusted, the trust point, authority, opportunities that we could do better would be the lead service. So repair versus install and not segment it. Headline overwrites with long pipe. On mobile, it might not look this good. Okay. It could get, these pipes could cut off and go to the second line and you won't see a lot of this. You got to be careful with that headline. That's what it's talking about, the piping. Again, I'm not going to go through this and make this a pay-per-click fiasco here, but what I want you to see is just how you can use AI to learn, right? You could learn about services that you could just get better at. Like in our coaching, yeah, we give the structure of how to do things. And now our students can create prompts based on already their knowledge. But now somebody like you, like never run an ad before, don't know, have any foundations, it's kind of leveling that playing field because you can use this, send examples and kind of get that, how they break it down and you learn from the mistakes other people are making. What could be better? It gives you actionable improvements. 3 improved sample ads down below. So ad set 1, we can target emergency repair tune-up offers, headlines, descriptions, paths to landing pages. Ad set 2, we'll target new install with a financing push, right? Headline, descriptions. Ad 3, let's also place maintenance plan and reliable local service. We could build recurring revenue, homeowners in the area, and deflect commoditized cheapest clicks with value and trust. So headlines would look like this, descriptions, and then site links, call outs. Don't worry about that. And then we're going to talk about high intent keyword plan, what we're going to target, keyword lists. One of our biggest assets was being able to have already done this before and keeping all of our these were our like pride and joy lists. Now I'm not going to say this is going to be 100% accurate. As you find keywords that don't produce, you just turn them off. But this is a great start. So if we were targeting these keywords, these would be the keywords that we can go for emergency repair. These are the keywords that we could do tune-up maintenance offers. These are the keywords we could do for install. These are the keywords we could do if you want to go for ductless, lower competition. Seasonal problems, capture these. Then we could have negative keywords, so make sure that we do not show up for any long tail that include any of these. Free, cheap, coupon codes, manual, troubleshooting, like HVAC troubleshooting. Well, if you don't have a negative keyword for troubleshooting, you will show up for somebody that types in HVAC troubleshooting near me, right? Or online. So you have to be careful of these. We want out of area cities where we don't go, exclude those geos. Budget control, right? Manual cost per click. There's different ways to run pay-per-click ads. I don't want to get into that. And then putting all together, campaign A, B, C, emergency, install, tune up. You could share these negative keywords across all campaigns. And then it gives me literally a template. Here's our campaign, our ad group, our ad type, what our final URL could be, what our path would be, meaning like hvac.com/HVAC AC repair, and then our headline headlines, split test these headlines. We could just try to put a couple up and see how they go, right? Again, it all comes down to leveling the playing field. Some of you watching this may go back to the PPC, to this, what I'm talking about right now, and be like, wow, I didn't realize I can go to AI and do this. All right. And then the last thing I want to talk about, because this video is going way too long, is AI website arbitrage. I've done it on past videos. You can go watch them. But the whole point of that is being able to build beautiful websites. You could do websites, you could do one-page sites to use as the value grab, to use as the hook, to give you the confidence to approach somebody. Maybe join a BNI. Maybe you could become the website specialist that gets websites done in 24 hours, and HVAC companies and plumbers and electricians will pay for it. I know you don't believe me, but I'm telling you it's happening right now. Watching it happen. It happened to me. It's happening to my students like clockwork. I'm not going to say you're going to go out and get rich because of this. Disclaimer. But what I will tell you is using AI, my recommendation is Lovable to build fast, beautiful websites using the right prompts, all in my school group. Then you, wait till the end of the video, you'll find the links all over the place, that you can go and use as that confidence builder, that asset that gets you in the door, that allows you to speak about your business because you have been too damn embarrassed to tell anybody what you do because you had nothing to show for it. Well, like, go and build your marketing website, like right now. Go to Lovable. It's 5 credits free a day. You could build your marketing website. Go find somebody you look after, that you look up to. Go after one of the biggest companies that you see on TV. Grab their URL and put it in here and say, build me a marketing website just like this. And it will go and do it and make you a beautiful marketing website so you could start feeling like you are worthy of what you're dreaming about. I started playing around even with mine. I mean, even this looks 1,000 times better than mine. And I've been doing this since 2014. So that is my entire point of the website arbitrage, of why I think this is a game changer for a lot of people. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, this is where everybody goes wrong. So you got to go back to the beginning for the next few minutes. So let's talk about that. Now, here's the negative. The next few things that I mentioned here is where everybody gets tripped up, even though we have this new AI economy. And these mistakes are honestly killing people's chances before they even start. First mistake, trying to learn everything instead of focusing on one service that works. Second one, doing hard outreach, which blows my mind, instead of leading with actual value. The third thing, going down rabbit holes, learning tool after tool that they don't even need. The fourth mistake, course hopping instead of taking action. The fifth mistake, quitting too early when they don't see instant results. And of course, the biggest mistake of all, I want you to get ready for this, thinking they're worth more than free when they have never done this before. And all of these mistakes keep people like you and like me back in the day stuck in that 9 to 5, or me as a teacher, never building the business that they dreamed of. The solution to all this we like to call website arbitrage. And you could watch the past videos that I've done on this channel. I'll even link those down in the description on why this method works so well. I mentioned it in this video. I did a walkthrough for like 2 videos. I explain it all. It's also in my school group. But in the end, if you've made it this far, you now understand something that 99% of people trying to make money online, starting an online business, don't get. You need to choose the right business model for your situation. And this AI business model is perfect for people like you. You might be working a 9 to 5. You might have tried all the different MLMs and affiliate marketing and nothing worked. But I know exactly what is going through your head right now. James, this all makes sense, but how do I actually get my first client? I don't know any business owners. I've never sold anything. And the thought of approaching businesses literally terrifies me from internally in my stomach. And I get it. I was a high school teacher. The most selling I'd ever done was trying to get students to pay attention in class. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. When I first started approaching potential clients, I was striking out left and right, having to set up ads out of my own pocket just to show value first. Stupid. But here's the truth. You can have the best AI tools in the world. You can know exactly how to deliver results. But if you cannot get business owners to say yes to working with you, none of it matters, no matter what the gurus say. But once I figured out the right approach, this 3-pillar system that makes business owners actually want to work with you, everything switched. The paradigm change happened. And this system I've been perfecting for 11 plus years now, and it's helped me and my business partner generate millions, as I said, and I've taught it to 8,000 close coaching students and over 20,000 people total who now use it. Some of them use it, some of them don't, to close clients every week, every month, every year. So in the next video, I'm going to show you this exact complete 3-pillar client acquisition system. It's the exact approach that removes the rejection from the equation and gets business owners saying yes before you explain what you even do. Now, Now, all you gotta do is take what I showed you in this video, and I want you to combine it with the 3 pillars I show you in the next video, and you go and play the numbers. Then watch to see what happens next. Click that next video right now and go watch it.